I'm Deletra Hudson, owner of Deletra Hudson LLC, financial coaching and consulting firm. We're based in St. Louis, Missouri, where we work to bridge the gap between government and small businesses throughout the world by connecting them with free money and free government resources. So many small business owners are struggling, and I want to make sure that I am letting them know that there are resources out there. There's a relationship that needs to be built, and once they get it, the sky is the limit, because it's going to open up a door for continuous opportunities to get money and resources from the government that they don't know exist. Let's start by defining government. Some of those things that we may have heard about in school, and we learned that there may be 3 tiers to the government. We know that there's the federal government, we know that there's the state government, and there's that component that's called the local government. That is the municipality in which you live. That will be the city. That will be the county. Those are the resources. They get money, and some of that money trickles directly to them or from the state or federal agencies. And defining government is important, because what we really want to focus on is that local government component, that local government money that is there for your city to operate, to set laws, and to make sure that the community is thriving, that they are to be governing. The government money really comes from the government itself. Your local government, your municipality, your city gets so much money to operate based off of fees, taxes, programs that are already established for them to operate. It's put into buckets, and each government is responsible for creating a budget or a financial plan, a capital improvement plan. And how do you benefit from that, and just knowing what that is first by understanding what are they doing with the money that they get? What money is out there for you as a business owner? Once you determine that, hey, they're not putting money in the budget for businesses, you get to step in and make sure that they know that you exist. And that's where the relationship building comes into play. To be honest with you, your local government knows how to operate things that they know about. But when it comes to identifying additional resources within the community that may need services, that may need programs, that may be able to provide a service to the government and make money, those are ways that you can start tapping into that money, that free money that is available for you and your business. Big myths regarding government money is when you hear government money, those people that know about it and connect with it, they think about grants, they think about government contracts, and then they think that they need to know somebody to get a foot in the door. It's all politics, and that's not the case. Government money has several different pots, and again, some of that funnels from our federal government to be given out to the community. There are government funds for expansion, for business existence, for helping you to acquire property and buildings, building improvements for your businesses. There may be some opportunities there as well that can help with your operation cost for your business. And then again, you can be a provider to the government, which may not just call for a government contractor. I'm going to use something that most people can relate to. That is graphic design, or printing, or t-shirts, or embroidery. Most government agencies are printing something. Most of them have uniforms of some sort that will require their logos to be put onto them, or staffing shirts, or any badges, or any of those things that can be outsourced to a smaller business who is not currently part of the government, and they can provide those services and get what I call put on a preferred vendors list and constantly be in queue for when those things are needed. You're the person that they think about and call. The 3 biggest mistakes start when you want to connect, but you don't know where to go. You don't know how to start. Another is you are not prepared for business to work with the government, which means that your systems, your structure is not set up. You may not be properly set up as a business structure, where we have to recognize you for certain documentation that will be required from the government, which means that, are you properly registered with your state? Do you have a tax ID number? Who's identified as the owner of your business? What actually do you provide? Being able to answer those questions and being ready for business is a great component to being able to get business with the government. The biggest thing, and this is one of my passions for what it is that I do in my business, is as business owners, we are so focused on our vision and our passions that we forget to take care of our money. Our books are not in order, or we don't even have a book. So making sure that your financial systems are in place so that we can see that you are a legitimate business, that you have books, that you can show proof of revenue, that you can show profitability or profit and loss or balance sheets. Those important financial documents are important to you being considered for the government monies or the types of government funds that you can qualify for. Things to consider when wanting to work with the government. 1, make sure that you're properly established. Make sure that you are registered with your state. Make sure that your paperwork is in order. 2, show that you have some type of revenue coming in, and or that you may be able to support whatever project that you want to engage in with the government. For example, if you have a company, let's go back to a graphics design company. If you have a company that provides those types of services, be prepared to show samples of work that you've produced before. Have references of other agencies or companies that you've worked for and what you've produced for them. Being able to show your competence and capability to provide the services that you're soliciting the government for is so important. The third thing that I would like to say, in order for you to be considered for government work, is you can put yourself ahead of the pack if you introduce yourself to your government officials so that they know that you exist. Most importantly, just show up. Just find out who represents your area, where your business is located, where you live maybe, because some businesses may be home-based or have a home-based address. So know who your officials are so that you can speak directly to them and they can put a face with a name. Because when it all boils down to it, many of them have to vote on these projects, so they need to be able to know who you are. Be present. If someone wants to connect with me and get more information about how they can get connected with free government money, reach out to me at my website at www.deletrahudson.com, or you can find me on all social media at Deletra Hudson.
The Combo, your home for conversations on Black entrepreneurship and wealth, available on your favorite platforms.